Morning. So I'm up here today. I'm by myself, which doesn't happen very often now. I mean, it's lovely to be able to just come and chill. I've got the kettle on and I'm just going to have a potter today. So I'll show you what I'm up to. I heard from the former tenants the new plot this week, the one where I am at the minute with the greenhouse. It sounds like she's been mad busy with work, bless her, and she's going to come up and move the apple tree which she put in, the little mini one, you know, that I said I wanted to get shifted, and she's going to come and take some of the herb bushes as well. So I'm not sure if they're still alright. I might go and have a look. I haven't dug them out, but it's worth checking if they're okay. Yeah, they're around here somewhere. So there's a rosemary which is flowering, and there's a sage down here which is desperately trying to hold on. It's got a few lovely greeny leaves, so it might be okay. But this is the one bed that I haven't touched at all, and that's her little mini fruit tree. Sounds like the kettle's squealing for some attention. Let's go turn that off before it has a hissy fit. Okay. I've been trying to weed in between the onions the last couple of weeks. They're mad, but I've actually found a bag with just a little bit of strolch in it, so I'm going to try and take the weeds off the top and then strolch around the onions. I've noticed a few of them just haven't come up, but I did keep just like a few left over. I'm glad I did now, because I can stick them in, and obviously they'll be a little bit behind their brothers and sisters, but at least they're not going to do anything so in the box in the shed, are they? But they might do something when I put them in the ground. The wind's really picked up. God, look at the state of me. I've weeded like a quarter of the bed. It feels like it's taken me forever, but this is why I go no dig, because the grass is not in seed at the moment. There might be a couple of pieces of grass around in seed because we've got weird like warm weather, but I doubt it. And so all of those tiny little grass seedlings have come up. Must have already been in the ground, and obviously we dug it over and we disturbed the ground, and the seeds are like, oh, it's my time to grow now, and God, can you hear that wind? But yeah, and that's good for seeds. That's good for seeds. They're supposed to do that, and good for them, you know. Just not in my onion bed. So I was disappointed at the amount of strolch that I had in my bag. There was nowhere near as much as the shape of the bag had led me to believe. So I'm going to give one of my local nurseries a call and see if they got it in stock, because I saw it there in the summer, but whether or not it's classed as something that's needed this time of year, I don't know. So I might give them a call and say, oh, do you have any? Because it's a fair distance and I don't want to drive all the way up there if they don't. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to call it a day for the moment, pop away the bits that I've had out, and try and locate some more strolch, because there's no point in pulling it all out just for it to grow back. So I'm quite pleased though. It's not like couch grass, or at least if it is baby and it's not spreading. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the moment and I'm going to try and locate some strolch, and if I can't locate some strolch, then you'll see me in just a moment saying couldn't find any strolch, and I'll see you. But fingers crossed not. Right, back into the wind. Oh, should I just show you what I've done? Let me just show you what I've done. This is how much strolch I had left. It's not even a particularly thick layer. God, see the size of that worm. My goodness me, that's more than a foot long, and it's ow! Oh my God, look at it. Sorry, easily distracted. But yeah, I mean, it's still not perfect. There's a couple of bits in there, but something was moving under the soil, which freaked me out a little bit, so I left that alone. But that's how it was. You probably saw. So, I feel like I've achieved something. So you may have guessed, but it's a couple of days later now. But I've actually managed to find some strolch at my local garden centres. So now I can happily mulch around them, and my work won't be undone by all those weed seeds that are lurking in the soil. Right, lug this up to my plot. Managed to grab a couple of bags, so I'm hoping that will be enough to do that onion bed. It's meant to cover about 3 metres square. So, ooh, it's getting slippery now. So that should be okay. I'm also hoping that I might be able to do around the garlic to help keep them warm for longer as well, because the air is getting just like that little bit of a bite in it now. I managed to get 2 bags of the strolch, so I'm hoping that will be enough to do that bed, as well as hopefully around at least some of the garlic. It's meant to cover about 3 metres squared in one bag, and I've got 2 bags, so it would help. I mean, it does go quite far. It always surprises me. I've used it for the last at least 2 years, maybe 3, and it always surprises me how far it goes. But yeah, can try and mulch around the ones that I did last time, and then maybe weed out a little bit more. Can see where I got to last time. But even in those few days that these tiny little things have appeared, so if I can block out the light, I think I'll be on to a winner. And then it's can see where I haven't been. Right, let's get started. So this also helps me to find out which ones are not gonna grow. So a couple of the red onion sets I've touched and they're soggy, they're rotten. So I fished them out, and I've got more sets in the shed that I can put in. So there's a chance of them getting going before it gets really cold. I mean, there's already a bit of a bite to the wind, but I might be lucky. I mean, they're not going to do anything in the shed, so I have more luck of them growing out here than in there. I've tried to be really careful with the little shoots coming from the sets. Some of them are quite big. They've grown quite a lot. And some of them are only just sprouting, so I've tried to be really careful mulching around those. I'll show you what I mean. Can you see these tiny little sprouts? They're just coming. I know that they're onions, but see, they're brothers and sisters are much bigger than they are. There's an even tinier one there. So this one here that was in here was completely rotten, so I've got at least space for another 1, if not 2 in there probably. And this one's disappeared completely, so I can get another one in there. The white onions, which are these 2 rows, seem to have all come up. I find that every year. Does anybody else find that white onions do much better? I wonder whether it's like a climate thing. They always grow, and they always do much better than their red cousins. But I prefer red onions, so bit of a bummer. I grow the white ones because I know I'm definitely going to get a crop, but the red onions I prefer, so the white ones are always the ones that are left till last, at least in my house. We much prefer the the red ones, put them in everything. So, right, more of the same. Pull out some weeds and mulch it, and I'm hoping that I get this first section completely done before the rain starts, because it says it's going to be dry, but I don't believe it. Right, I think that's as far as I can get without having to weed more. So this is what the bed will eventually look like. Can you see what I mean though about the white onions? I've got one just in there that hasn't come up, and all the rest have. But on this side I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, that haven't come up. So that's quite a big difference. Like 400% more, which is very strange. But I'm going to get some more sets in whilst I'm thinking about it. I'm going to wander towards the shed. I'm going to get some more sets in so that they are sorted, and I'm going to carry on with the very boring weeding and then mulch some more. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there for this video today, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and to subscribe to the channel to see more of what I'm getting on to down at our little blog. Alright, bye.